So a few days ago, we got some casting for episode 8 that I'm really excited about, and that is that Laura Dern was cast in episode 8, and there has been a lot of speculation for who her character might end up being, and I'm here to share my brief thoughts on it. Laura Dern is a fantastic actress who is best known for Jurassic Park, but recently I saw her in two films that came out not too long ago, 99 Homes and Wild, and her performances in both of those movies were really great, and I'm really excited to see what she can bring to the table for episode 8. Let's go ahead and get the big one out of the way. Do I think Laura Dern will be playing the mother of Ray? I do think it is a possibility. Laura Dern is 47 years old right now, and Mark Hamill is 64. The reason I bring that up is because there is the really popular theory that a lot of people have subscribed to, that Ray is actually Luke's daughter, and that would, of course, mean that Laura Dern's character and Luke would have had a relationship at one point, and Rey would have been the product of that. There is the popular EU character Mara Jade, one of my personal favorite Star Wars EU characters, who did, in fact, end up becoming the wife of Luke Skywalker after a time, and since we've seen before, especially with Kylo Ren, that the filmmakers are pulling things from the past EU and making them into their story, or weaving pieces of the old story into the new one, it is possible that we could be seeing a similar character with the person that Laura Dern will be portraying. Another piece of the EU that could connect this is, for a time, Mara Jade actually had Luke Skywalker's original blue lightsaber, which Luke had actually gifted to her after Mara Jade had killed his evil clone, which was a really interesting story. So that could also explain why Rey feels such a strong connection to that lightsaber, not only if the theory holds true, did her father hold it for a time, but now possibly her mother if they decide to take that story detail. Also, again, in the expanded universe, we've said it before, Kylo Ren is eerily similar to Darth Caedus or Jason Solo, and Jason Solo was actually the individual that killed Mara Jade in the EU, so they could have brought that over as well. A little bit odd that they didn't really mention that in The Force Awakens, but it is possible that they just didn't feel necessary to bring up old stuff in such detail, since Han and Leia really were sore about it, and they didn't obviously feel comfortable with talking about the betrayal of their son in depth. Another possibility is that Laura Dern could be playing a villain for episode 8, maybe a Knight of Ren, although I would say that that's probably the least likely of some of the theories I've heard. One theory that I actually like quite a bit is that she could be playing a high-ranking First Order officer, someone even above General Hux. I think that would be interesting to see. We don't have a real overabundance of female villains in the movies for Star Wars, at least. I know we have Captain Phasma, but Phasma didn't really have a lot to do in The Force Awakens, and it would be cool to see a female villain who was a high-ranking First Order officer. It would also be great to see a villain who had a lightsaber who was a female as well. Like I said, she could end up playing a Knight of Ren, which I think would be really interesting. Maybe she was a past Inquisitor as well. It is possible. I have heard the theory that Laura Dern could be playing the seventh sister in episode 8, who has survived past rebels and has now become a Knight of Ren, since the popular theory is that the Inquisitors really evolved into the Knights of Ren, and that in the organization for the Knights of Ren, that some of the Inquisitors were originally some of the members at the very beginning of the organization. But overall, if I had to guess on one theory about who Laura Dern could be playing, I would say that it is most likely Rey's mother, and it'd be interesting to see if she has a British accent, because of course Rey has one, and we know Luke doesn't, which is a big thing that a lot of people has cited for why Rey can't be Luke's daughter. But I also like to remind people that we don't know what type of accent her mother had, and if Laura Dern does end up having a British accent in episode 8, even if they don't reveal it right away that that's who she is, it is possible that they could reveal it later on. I just think that the accent will be a really big tell in the film itself. So anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Who do you guys think Laura Dern is playing? Is she Rey's mother? Is she a Knight of Ren? Is she someone that we haven't even thought of? Is she a First Order member? I'm very interested in hearing everything that you have to say. You guys come up with some fantastic theories that honestly blow my mind, and I really appreciate you watching, commenting, and subscribing. So may the Force be with you, and have a great day.